Established in 1998, the Center for Emerging Technologies, better known as CET, is the largest and oldest innovation center in Missouri. CET is nationally recognized for providing the infrastructure and resources needed for early stage, high growth companies in the fields of information technology, bioscience, and consumer manufactured products. A member of the Cortex innovation community since 2012, CET fills an important program role in the Cortex district and broader St. Louis region. Today, we chat with Gabriela Ramírez Arellano, the Director of Entrepreneurship at Cortex and Executive Director of the Center for Emerging Technologies, about the CET's flagship program for entrepreneurs, Square One, the status of entrepreneurship in our region, and we're going to talk so much other stuff. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with En Breve, right here on STL TV. Welcome back to En Breve. And Gabriela, bienvenida al programa de En Breve. ¿Cómo estás?
Oh my gosh, I am so good. I'm so excited to be here with you and to share more about the amazing work that we do at the Center for Emerging Technologies and at Cortex.
Yes, and felicidades. Es el nuevo año.
Yes, it's not only a Happy New Year, but yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of being in this role. So I'm really excited about what 2022 is going to look like.
So talking about your role, tell me about the mission and purpose of the Center for Emerging Technologies.
Well, you said a lot of fancy stuff that's on our website. At the end of the day, we help entrepreneurs. Even if you don't know if you're an entrepreneur yet, if you have an idea, we help people get on the right path. And that's really what we do.
And it is open to everybody, of course, who has a passion to create a business and develop something fun and something good for community.
Yeah, so we're located at the building at 20 South Sarah. Entrepreneurs and aspiring business owners are welcome to give us a call or email, and we'll walk through the process with you. We'll learn more about your idea. And if you're not a good fit for the programs that we have, we'll just make introductions and connections to make sure that the small business owners find the resources that they need.
Now, Gabriela, you have a program called the Square One program. Tell us a little bit about the program.
Sure. So the Square One program is our flagship program, and it's actually 2 different sections. One is a 4-week course, which is called Ignite, that helps small business owners validate their idea, learn about how to use the business model canvas, and connect to the business ecosystem here in St. Louis. The next step would be a 10-week program, which is our Square One Bootcamp. And that really is something that has been very beneficial to alumni. So Ignite is 4 weeks, and we have that in February. We'll actually be starting one session on February the 21st, and then we'll have a second session in June. The Square One Bootcamp is 10 weeks, really intense. You get to meet industry experts. You have a mentor that meets with you, a track leader that will actually walk you through questions from the presentations as well as next steps for your business. And that one will start in the fall.
The Square One program focuses on a segment of the community, or is it open to everybody? How do you apply?
Well, to apply, all you have to do is reach out to us. So you can reach out to myself or to Ricky Henry, and we'll just chat with you to see if you're a good fit for either one. And our focus has always been on, like you said, bioscience, IT, and consumer manufacturing. For the Ignite, we can be a little bit more flexible because we're helping people validate their idea. So even though that is a focus area, that's something that we can be flexible with so that we can help you figure out, is this idea make sense? And then connect you to the right resources. With the Square One Bootcamp, it is a little bit more labor intensive as far as the application, and we ask you more information. But at the end of the day, even if you don't qualify or you don't end up in our program, we'll make sure that you're connected to someone else in the ecosystem.
Okay, so It is easy to apply by going to the website, but of course you have to go through an interview and submit your application, but then go through an interview to see if you fit.
Correct. So check out the website. The other thing I wanted to say about the website, which is www.cetstl.com, is besides the application for either one of those programs, you're going to also see a whole page of videos and resources, which we call the toolbox. So maybe right now we're not running the program that you need, but there are resources and presentations on there that could help you get to your next step until you can get into one of our programs or you're connected elsewhere.
Okay, so thank you, Gabriela, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be right back with more En Breve right here on STL TV. Welcome back to En Breve, Gabriela. You have so many programs that you offer at CET and Cortex. So are there programs specific to POC, to people of color?
Yeah, so our focus is Black and Brown communities. We want to make sure that people like me and like you have access to the resources and the industry experts to really help their business get to their next level, right? Success is relative. So even if I can just connect you to someone that can then help you, we're really focusing on making sure that our communities have access to that. And we have other programs that I didn't mention. Is it okay if I mention them now?
Yes, please do.
So we have 1 Million Cups is hosted at our building at CET, and that's on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. It's an opportunity for a business owner that has an idea or even has already started to present their idea as a pitch and get community feedback. Right, so they're gonna, punch holes in your idea and have you think through some of those things. So that's 1 Million Cups. And then I know we're gonna talk about it. I wanna make sure we talk about it, is our new show, which is Fueling Innovation, that I'm so excited about in collaboration with you as my producer and STL TV, which is really like one of the first times that a show about entrepreneurs that features the movers and the shakers in the small business community here in St. Louis has been done. And it's just so exciting to be able to highlight that.
Well, I was going to ask you about Fueling Innovation, so I'm glad that you got ahead of me on that one. And congratulations, because the first season was up to a rocket star. And, it was fantastic. And I just want to know what kind of feedback do you get from the entrepreneurs after you put them out there on TV land and promote their businesses?
Oh my gosh, it's just excitement. And for me, the look of self-confidence, I mean, it's all worth it, right? And that's really why we wanted to do this. We wanted to uplift the voices of the entrepreneurs that we work with, share their stories and share their challenges and struggles as a way for other people to learn from, right? Which is key. And the folks we've had on the show have just been so grateful to be featured. It really just gives them a punch of confidence and self-esteem for themselves and their business, and puts them in a position where now they could leverage this as a pitch or an introduction for something else. And we've had a couple people get some leads from that. So that's really exciting as well.
That's very exciting. Now, it is a prerequisite that the people that come on the show participate also in the Square One program, at least, or be an alumni, because I've seen that you had alumni on the show too.
Right now we're starting with alumni from Square One to be featured and showcased. as well as industry experts. And we may change it up and maybe only have one person going forward for each show. But, that's the beauty of being on TV is we get to be innovative and creative and see what's going to work the next time. But yes, right now it is a focus on our alumni and the people that we've been currently working with.
So, Gabriela, and I know that I'm maybe putting you on the spot right now because that this question was not anticipated or prepared, but can you share some of the alumni that have gone through the program and maybe even recognizable names that we have in the community that they went through Square One?
Sure. I mean, I can start with just some of the people we've already featured. Erica King of Shorty Mix Gourmet Cookies. Oh my gosh, they're so good. She brought samples, and before I knew it, they were all gone. I didn't even get any more. Leslie Hernandez de Mi Madre Aprendí has the Puerto Rican spices and seasonings, which are also really good, and she's been taking off over the holidays. Other entrepreneurs that we hope to have in the future, I won't name yet because we haven't asked them. But yes, it's really an exciting time. And then, like I also said, it also allows us to feature the industry experts. So these are partners that have been a part of Square One for many years and have really been instrumental in making sure that the program is successful. And we've had Darcella Craven of Vet Biz, and just an amazing community of support has been able to come through for us.
And you in that alumni pool too, they come and help the new businesses that are coming in by giving them their expertise as well, right?
Yeah, so actually one program I forgot to mention was the Starting from Square One that we launched last year during the pandemic. And that one, really the focus when we started was exactly that. Let's bring alumni to talk about their lessons learned, their challenges, and maybe even hacks that they found either during the program or after the program so that we can help other entrepreneurs learn from them. And it's invaluable.
You gave us a lot of information. And I know Starting from Square One is a virtual Zoom registration webinar. So people can come to the website at cetstl.com and find out where all the programs they can have access to, right? Or
yes. So
how does that work?
Well, most of the information's on the website. Now that you said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, processes, right? So we're revamping
That's what
some
I was
things.
processing too.
Yeah, we're revamping some things too, and I'll have to get my communications person to help me out to make sure that we have it all set. But yes, ideally, all the information will be on the website. We have been really good about posting on social media. So LinkedIn and Facebook really have not just all of our programming and updates about things we're doing, but also resources and opportunities for other programs and for funding, access to capital.
And everything else.
And everything else.
That is involving, entrepreneurs in the St. Louis region, or maybe even outside of the region.
We actually have had some people outside of the region now that we're virtual. Like our reach is, the whole world.
The whole world.
So we really are excited about being able to support people. But of course, our focus here is on St. Louis-based businesses. But the other thing too that I really love about what we do is that we take a human-centered approach, right? So we really try to understand what does the person need to be successful?
Yes.
And what are those skills that we can make sure that they have so that they can operate the business with or without us?
Fantastico. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, you can reach Gabriela Ramírez Arellano at CET by going to the website, cetstl.com. Also follow on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and sometimes even YouTube, because I'm pretty sure you have a YouTube channel. And if not, you can also visit the cortexstl.com website for information about all the programming that's happening in CET and at Cortex. So thank you once again. Este es Gilberto Pinela. Me despido hasta la próxima. Quédense aquí en STL TV.